they don't really respect our women good. They don't really respect our cool. They ain't got to. We ain't forcing them to. Respect your own woman. You get with her. You create some more black babies. You have her respect you. You respect her. Everything will be good. He told me how all of the white men in the region crave colored girls. He said he hired a lot of them for housework and his business. He said, quote, and I guarantee you, I've had it in every one of them before they got on payroll. Surely some refused, I suggested cautiously. Not if they want to eat or feed their kids, he snorted. If they don't put out, they don't get the job. All right, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Don't Be a Viking podcast, where we talk about topics surrounding marriage, topics surrounding family, to increase our knowledge on these topics, to increase the likelihood of us having success on these topics in these areas. Today, we're going to talk about the destruction of the black man equals the destruction of the black woman. Now, we ain't going to put that in the title. We'll leave black out because 9 times out of 10, they going to shadow ban it. I say that from when I'm texting and I try to type black then woman or black then man, they change black to blank or something. So I'm like, okay, obviously I'm not going to put that in the title so the video can get the most reach, but that's what we talk about. Now, the scholar we're going to get this information from is Dr. Wesley Muhammad, my favorite scholar. So if you think, all right, cool, this is a young dude, what qualify him to talk about this topic? Why should I listen to him on this topic? What qualified me to talk about it is the research I do, the studying I do from the teachers I study from. I don't study from those small time people. And Dr. Wisdom Muhammad is definitely no small time person. So that's what qualified me. Now, what qualified them, you can look that work up for yourself and see how much you agree or disagree with that work. If you're looking for intelligence, wisdom, knowledge, it won't be nothing in the scholars I study that you'll disagree with. But like I said in another video, I ain't gonna get deep into it now. I'll just brush over it. Somebody having a doctorate or somebody going to one of these institutions to get their knowledge does not mean that much. We can look at your doctor who in your doctor's office versus Dr. Sabi. Your doctor in your doctor's office versus the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. We can keep going. You see what I'm saying? We can look at the smartest person at this college versus Malcolm X. You feel me? So I ain't gonna keep going down that rabbit hole. But as black people, don't try to say I'ma only listen to people who got white people degrees and certifications behind them. That's not the most intelligent thing for you to do. But like I said, we ain't gonna go off on that tangent right now. So since we got quite a bit of information to break down, let's go and get into it. No more small talk. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna start this off by quoting my favorite scholar. Black men know well that there is an assault on them, but we don't know well enough about the plot to guard against falling prey to its many traps on a daily basis. And black women know that their man is under assault, but don't know enough of the architecture of the plot to keep from unwittingly becoming an aider and embedder to the plot. And he is an aider and embedder in the plot himself. Boy, from that little two sentences, y'all see why Dr. Wesley Muhammad my favorite scholar. But Calvin C. Hurton, in his important work, Sex and Racism in America, reports it is a common saying in the South among white males that, quote, a man is not a man until he has slept with a N-word. Like I said, I'm trying not to say certain things. I don't want to get shadow banned. But the white supremacist or racist concept of the Negro female is that all of them are and maybe I need to edit that out. At best, They are objects of open sexual lust. In the mind of the races, the northern ghettos are viewed as jungles of smoldering. That's how I said it? Smoldering. Yep. Jungles of smoldering black flesh against which the prejudiced white man can act out his lewd concept of the sex act. The white man, the white races, exemplifies the more graphic emotions when he thinks of or actually sees a Negro female. Down south, where racism is rampant, a common experience of all Negro males is a humiliation of hearing about and often witnessing Negro women being fondled, insulted, and seduced by white men. I wonder, do I gotta blur out? Alright, now let's take a break from what Dr. Wesley was saying and what he was quoting. Now, this is what I gotta say on it. What does this have to do with the topic at hand and what we're talking about? The destruction of the black man equals the destruction of the black woman. We see other people don't care about our people in this specific example. Other men don't care about our women the way we should care about our women. So with that being said, we shouldn't leave it up to other men to care for our women. We should be the protectors of our women. If we don't like how the police, man, I'm trying not to say stuff they can give me shadow ban. If we don't like the way they abuse power in more ways than just beating up and killing, if you get what I'm saying, if we don't like the way they interact with our women, we protect our own women. If we don't like the way other men treat our women in the home life, in the marriage life, marry your own women. Black man, marry the black woman. Black woman, marry the black man. Excuse me, am I saying it's going to be 100% peaches and cream? No, because you're not peaches and cream. If you get two perfect people together and put them together, the marriage is going to be perfect. So it's not perfect because you flawed. Work on yourself. Self-improvement is the basis. Self-improvement is the basis of community development. Self-improvement is the basis of your relationship getting better and getting stronger. So don't even think to just point the finger, oh, nah, I won't get with a black woman because this, or I won't get with a black man because this. That's ignorant. So if we see, all right, cool, they don't really respect our women good. They don't really respect our women. Cool. They ain't got to. We ain't forcing them to. Respect your own woman. You get with her. You create some more black babies. You have her respect you. You respect her. Everything will be good. So the reason why I put this in here to go along with our topic is because if we have our brothers thinking, yeah, I ain't down with marriage, I'm just keep doing this, I'm just keep doing that, that'll lead to the destruction of our women, because if you don't marry the sister still want to get married. So she'll go elsewhere. Now, her going elsewhere is doing two things simultaneously. A, like we just talked about, it might lead to her getting mistreated because other people don't care about your people like you will care about your people. Common sense. Two, another thing it'll do is hurt you. Now, you like, how her going to marry somebody else hurt me? Because time and time again, if we study history, we see when the black man and the black woman divide, no matter what the division is over, no matter how they divide, when they divide, both of them fall every time we study it, every time we look at history, and we'll get into some of them videos too, so you'll have a reference point to know about. But until we make the videos, let me tell you, I did enough studying on it. Take my word for it. And it's other people that did even more studying than me, and they will tell you the exact same thing. I don't think nobody who is true in their intentions that study this or say, yeah, when the black woman and the black man divide, both of them still be straight. Ignorant. This sexual advantage taken of the black woman by white men is also common in the workplace. John Griffin, a white reporter who traveled through the South posing as a black man, revealed a conversation he had with a white employer. He told me how all of the white men in the region crave colored girls. He said he hired a lot of them for housework and his business. He said, quote, "And I guarantee you, I've had it in every one of them before they got on payroll. Surely some refused," I suggested cautiously. "Not if they want to eat or feed their kids," he snorted. "If they don't put out, they don't get the job." By continuing to not have our own businesses or just making enough so your woman don't have to work, we put her in a position where she go out to the workplace, go out in the world that don't respect her, go out in the society that don't respect her. We put her at risk of facing these type of situations where not only is she getting disrespected, we put her in a position where she got to make a hard decision to choose. Do I be degenerate? Do I be less than a woman and keep my job? Or do I keep my dignity, keep my respect, but lose my job? And the man probably not in a position where he can take her 100% everything on his own. So she like, damn, even though I don't want to do this with this boss or whatever, like I'm in a rock and a hard place. And then she choose the decision that leads to her getting disrespected and put on a lower level instead of being exalted, put on the pedestal. If we was in the right position to have her say, nah, if anybody make me or try to make me do anything I want to do, I'm quitting. F the money, with the woo. Like, I'm straight at home. You see what I'm saying? But since we not in that position, she gotta settle for different little situations like this. You feel me? So the fall of the black man equals the fall of the black woman. We gotta rise and elevate so we won't put our women in these type of positions. But let's go on. Well, like I said, I don't wanna, what's the word? What they say? Beat a dead horse. I don't want to beat a dead horse, so we're just gonna give one more example, and then we're gonna end it, and hopefully you get the point. All right, let's introduce you to Joseph Thomson, a Scottish explorer and geologist dispatched to Kenya by the British Royal Geological Society in 1883. In the semi-autobiographical novel that he wrote in 1888 after spending time among the Maasai. I'm gonna say Maasai. That's probably not how you say it. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Y'all know what I'm talking about. By the Maasai people there and being smited by the beautiful Maasai women, he wrote, to marry a negress for the sake of having something to care for besides oneself. Plenty of room for self-sacrifice there, I should fancy. I wonder now if I could care for a negress. After all, why not? A man grows fond of his dog and even gets to have a certain feeling of compassion for him. I suppose it would be equally possible Maasai maiden some fresh, budding, young child of nature, even though black and barbaric. Same thing as we looked at in the first piece of information. Other people don't care about your people like you care about your people. More specifically, other men, other races of men don't care about your black woman the way you will care about your black woman. So, as we see, he is comparing I wouldn't even say love. He comparing the feeling that he will have for someone he would take as his wife to the feeling how you will care about your dog. And he basically saying, I don't know how I do it, but hey, I think it's a chance, it's a possibility. You feel me? So you think he gonna tell her that? Like, let's be realistic, huh? You think he gonna tell her, yeah, I think you just barbaric, but I'm gonna take you as a wife. Come on. She gonna be like, nah, I'm straight. So what he gonna do? He gonna butter it up. Yeah, you know I love you. Da, 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 da. Yeah, like, think you barbaric? Of course not. Some guys from my home village think that I matured in my understanding. You see what I'm saying? So of course he's not gonna say that, but through his own autobiography, we can see the mindset behind all the nice, kind words, behind the gold he just put on top of it. We see the real nature of his thinking. So instead of trying to pick what other race or what dude from another race or whatever, like, would treat our women right. How about stop trying to go out on a limb? You trying to find like which one you can trust. How about stop relying on false trust? How about stick to what you know? Black man, get with this black woman. Black woman, get with this black man. You feel me? Yeah, it's an attack on us to send us to jail. Yes, it's an attack on us to increase our likelihood of being drunks. It's an attack on us to increase our likelihood of being drug addicts, decrease our masculinity, etc. It's all type of attacks on us. But although that's true, even though all the attacks that's put on us, that still don't affect majority of us. Out of all the attacks that's put on us, let's say it affects 1/3 of us. But that's still a lot. Let's say it affects half of us. Yeah, that's still a lot. But it's all them other half, all them other 2/3, and I don't even think it's that much. I don't even think 1/3 of us is affected. But let's just say it is. Cause maybe like I just don't know the number by heart or whatever. But like I said, let's say it's 50% of us that's affected by these attacks. That means the other 50% not affected by these attacks. So the 50% that's not affected by these attacks, bro, go get with that black woman. And go help your other brothers out that are attacked to help increase the number that's not attacked. And even if you one of the ones that's attacked, you got drug problems, drinking problems, etc. Whatever the situation may be. But the good thing about being a God is that you can undo whatever bull crap on your life right now with the help of the God. But it's like, bro, you a God. Your life messed up. Cool. I know this sounds simple like how I'm saying it, but it's messed up. Cool. Fix it. It might be difficult as hell. Fix it. You only got two goddamn options, and both of them difficult. You can keep living a messed up life. That's difficult as hell. Or you can elevate after messed up life and live a better life, which is also difficult as hell. Pick your difficulty. Like one of them is, I'm going to say, for lack of a better term, an easier difficulty. Like you could just be lazy all day, just keep suffering. Just relax and suffer day by day. Because you really won't be relaxed. That suffering going to eat you the hell up. But you can relax, suffer, relax, suffer. I shouldn't even use the word relax. I'm going to just say don't do nothing. Just let the suffering keep attacking you. Or you can suffer, do something about it, better yourself. Suffer from doing something about it, feel that pain, go through that little period, and eventually, bam, you out of it. But hey, it's up to you. But it's a lot of stuff I can't say I can't get into because I don't want to get shadow banned, because I don't want to get my account deleted. I got my email in the description below. If you really want the raw information, where we don't skip over none, we say everything we need to say, and we get into topics we can't discuss on YouTube, shoot me an email or just put your email down in the comments. I'm going to hit you up. Then after I feel like I got enough emails, enough people, then I package the information, put the information out. I'm like, I don't want to send it out individually. That's going to take too long. And two, I'm like, I want to know if I'm getting enough demand for this type of information to put this information out. So if you're interested in the raw information, bam, either hit me up or drop your email, I hit you up. Then we'll get into that. I appreciate y'all for tapping into this episode of DontBeAViking podcast. I'll let y'all on the next one. Yes, sir, Ski.